So we'll quickly move on to Faisal, and he talked to us about digitization of integrated logistics.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Faisal, and I am into SCMProFit product, which is providing logistics solutions, software solutions for logistics providers, and it have all the modules and everything which supports the supply chain transportations. So quickly starting with the presentations. So I'll be speaking on more on digitalization of integrated logistics. So in terms of integrated logistics, when we say like how Indonesia is a big country and it's one of the largest archipelago, where we can see there are many seaports, many airports, and 90% of the transportation happens through trucks, and the connectivity for the sea to road or the air to road, the multimodal transportation is a bit challenging. So one of the reasons for this is the infrastructure itself in Indonesia. So the governments have multiple plans for adding up more infrastructures within the country. So these figures are from the last 5-year plan, but it has been keep on growing and developing the infrastructure. So there are 3,600 kilometers of new roads, 15 new airports, 24 new seaports, and around 3 to 5 months to end destination point. So we need to have connectivity or a logistics service which provides both sea transportations, the road transportations, and the last mile delivery itself. So it's a multimodal scenario where all the digitalization has to be incorporated. So definitely the infrastructure will lower the cost of transportation, which will smoothen the process itself. LSPs can adapt more integrated multimodal approach. So with the infrastructure boost, this will be improving very fast. And there is a ASEAN connectivity plan and ASEAN One market. This creates a sense of urgency to improve the logistics infrastructure itself in Indonesia. So looking at this, so government is also pushed up to create the infrastructure. The logistics companies will take advantage of this infrastructure. They can enhance their business. They can set up multiple offices and connect the multimodal scenarios for transportations and last mile delivery. With the infrastructure, physical infrastructure, the IT infrastructure also is in a plan for development, and this will improve the digitizations, because without internet and without IT infrastructure, the supply chain will not get digitalized. So looking at the digital platform, like everyone, any supply chain company would be having a core system which manages the transport management system or the warehouse management system or a project logistics or contract logistics system. So a core system is there where it has to be connected with multiple supply chain ecosystem. So it can be, if it is warehousing, it can be warehouse control systems. So you need to have a connectivity to the machine equipments, the PLC, whether it is voice communication or for the scanner or the label printer, simple things. So all this small ecosystem connectivity is required. So omni-channel order coming from different marketplaces, or it can be any order taking or the from the channel of email or phone calls, which is happening in Indonesia. So any channel of omni-channel of input of orders. So we need to get integrated. So all this over here, this digitalization platform is to collaborate with different systems. So it can be your customer system or the supplier itself, a visibility tool or analytical or mobility solutions. It can be customs. In Indonesia, the customs is one of our big challenge of connectivity. So getting a tool where you can connect for your PIB, for your PEB, for your PLB. So for digitalization of those informations, you can, there's a need of digitalization connectivity for airlines, shipping lines, the transporters, the last mile delivery, courier services, and a rail network which is booming up, which will be catching up for your multimodal transportations. So with this digitalization, when the core system is connected to all the SCM ecosystem, it enables integrated logistics and multimodal operations. So when we say Indonesia infrastructure is established and there is a point of contact from one seaport to multiple seaports and airports, so the last mile delivery from seaport to the destination through trucking, so multimodal scenarios can be catered with the digitalization or digital software. It puts the productivity at the center of supply chain. So the productivity is one of the key challenge where supply chain companies needs to improve and get the productivity out of the people using the technologies. The functional excellence is a must, but with this functional excellence is the system, the entire productivity of the business gets impacted. So with digitalization, the productivity is seen to be increasing. So end-to-end visibility for the delivery, right from the supplier to the end customer, or for the manufacturer where he's supplying the goods and the goods getting delivered. So end-to-end visibility and a digital platform enables it. So centralized control and command and control. So with the digital system platform, you'll be able to have a control system to provide alerts and exceptions to control the operations and business and take actions according to the alerts and exceptions. So it's more on proactive, responsive systems which increases the control on the business. And ease of more monitoring performance metrics. So without this performance metrics, you won't be able to analyze how your business is growing or what is the lead time you're providing to your customers, SLA and all. So with digitalization, you will be able to see the metrics, performance metrics. Some of the case studies with our system. This one of the case study with a client we implemented is in Indonesia, an integrated logistics service provider with have 22 DCs and 18 branches over Indonesia, and providing one of the multinational corporations which is selling consumer goods. So the key main challenges of this customer was time-consuming warehouse process and integration with the customer's ERP, the inventory mismatch and multiple cycle count. So every time they have to check in the systems, the physical and the other the customer system. So it was the major challenge there, where the mismatch of inventory happens and they spend time and money in cycle count. There's due to these processes and all, there is a delay in shipment, delivery and overtime costs. So customer visibility and reporting was one of the main challenge. And for implementing the system, the digital system, the IT setup, cost and time for a new branch was more, where the new technologies like cloud computing and all was not incorporated. The solutions which the system provided was an integrations with GS1 standard integrations with AS2 protocol monitoring tool, and implementation of integrated system for multimodal. So since the logistics company is having a branch all over Indonesia, so the network and managing of all the orders and delivery got streamlined with this solution. And configurable strategies, workflow, SOP for various customers and products and the warehouses. So a solution which provides configuration of strategies, configuration of your workflow. So different customers would have different flow of business. So the system should be able to cater all those needs of different customer requirements in terms of standard operating procedures. So the solutions help them to configure, easily configure, and cater all the business needs of the customer. Integrated with supply chain ecosystem. So as the previous slide which we see that the logistics companies, the supply chain company which can be connected with different supply chain ecosystem with a complete logistics solution. So they can provide an integrated solution to their customers. So centralized architecture with quick system setup. So initially it was a challenge for them to set up IoT everywhere in each branches with high cost and time. So with a solution with a centralized architecture and a quick data center setup, the implementation went on very smoothly. The result out of this solution was the efficient service delivery to multiple destination points. So they were easily now integrated, and the data processing was quite faster, and the informations, the communications decreased. So it increased the efficient service delivery. 40% of was lead time reduction due to the integration and operational planning. With the solution, the customer, the 3PL was able to onboard their customers very fast. 90% transparency in the operations through enhanced visibility. So right from the picking, from warehousing, from delivery, so they get all the visibility. And significant time reduction in operations workflow through configurable SOPs. So the system provides configurable solutions where they can set up different business needs. So this was one of the case study. Another case study with our system is one of the US headquartered global transportation logistics service provider with a footprint in more than 140 countries. So adapted our solutions. Their key challenges was managing end-to-end operations, customers having different SOPs and workflows. Control over multiple locations and vendors. So multiple customers, rates and vendor rates in different countries was a challenge. Centralized data for reporting and visibility to the customers was one of the challenge. Integrated billing for WMS, freight and others. So this was happening in silos, and then manual work was going on. So now with the system, they are able to have an integrated WMS, freight and others consolidated billing. Maintaining connectivity with customers' ERP system. So connectivity of the logistics system to the customer's ERP system for order taking, and was a challenge there at different sites at different countries. The solutions which we provided was on flexible solution with multilingual, multi-currency, multi-office, multi-tenant system which can cater the needs of all the multi-offices solutions, multiple countries requirements. Integration with internal and SCM ecosystem. So with the solutions which can connect to customs, which can connect to carriers for the container booking, for the shipment instructions. So it was more easy and streamlined. Configurable workflow SOP for various operation scenarios. So system was able to provide a facility where they can configure their standard operating procedures. So in a 3PL scenario or in a logistics company, they provide customers door-to-door service, or it can be as port-to-port service or door-to-port service or CY to CY. So also different scenarios have different SOPs. So all those can be configured in the systems, and that would easily operate at different offices for different customers. Quick implementation in different countries. So the implementation procedures and the process was very quick for onboarding their customers. So editable and configurable document generators with multilingual. So at different countries, like in China, is a different language. In Thailand, the language is a problem. In Indonesia as well. So documentation in different countries is different. So all those challenges was catered by the system. With the solution, the results was like 48 global locations was implemented with the system, and a significant time reduction in operations workflow with configurable workflows and SOPs. Faster onboarding of customers with quick implementations was possible, and a reduction in documentation errors. So initially, with the errors in documents, they were spending time and money for and delaying shipments. So with the digitalization of e-documents process, there is a quite reduction in documentation errors. Real-time status updates. So with solutions providing mobility solutions to update the status at different point of supply chain network, they can update the date so that the customers can have end-to-end visibility. So this was more on the case study, and I would like, if you have any questions, we can connect on our exhibition booth outside. Thank you very much.